Is it better glasses? Oh, yeah, it's better with glasses. Good morning. As I'm moving out in 3 days, which feels unreal to say, I thought it would be fun to kind of show you guys a morning in my life in one of the last days that I'll be spending at home for a while. I always find that it's fun for me to go see videos that like perfectly capture different eras and different ways I was living in the past couple of years. I can't wait to like see what future me thinks about this version of me and this life that I'm living. Like, am I gonna be like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is next? There's so many possibilities. I'm trying to hide my nails because what the heck? I couldn't find the solvent, so that's what we're working with. I'm gonna ask my sister if she can like do me a quick manicure so that I don't look so disheveled when I step into the grounds of the big city of Montreal, because that is where I'm going again. I first moved there when I was 17 years old. I had just graduated high school and I just wanted to get out of my hometown, and Montreal had always felt super good to me. I grew up in taking a lot of Quebec pop culture, and so I felt very comfortable in their culture, because this is like a very Canadian core thing, but if you know, you know. Quebec is very strong on their culture. Like, culture is everywhere, but they have a very specific culture. It was like the next big city near here, and I was like, it's gonna be different enough from like my hometown because it's still a big city, but it's also gonna be similar enough because I'm still in Canada and I'm like, you know, one flight away, one train away. It was an experience. Came back home for the summer and ended up staying for a year and a half. And now we're going back. I'm 20 years old. Isn't that crazy? I moved out for the first time when I was 17, came back at 18, and now I'm 20. And I've lived like such a life in between, like truly school of life. And I was always kind of skeptical of like people who said like life is my classroom and whatnot. No, they were right. I can admit that I was wrong, they were right. These past almost 2 years of like being at home and working the job that I was working in a public library, which is so much more intense than you can ever imagine unless you know. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you probably don't. And yeah, like I truly learned so much, and it's so funny because there's so many different points in my life where I was like, oh, this is about to change me, and like I'm going through so many things, and like that wasn't completely wrong, but this was like a period of my life where I wasn't really thinking that. I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm going through so many changes. I was in fact kind of deterred by like some of the judgments of people around me being like, you're not in school, like you're so stupid. And I thought like maybe that in a way I really was kind of wasting my life away, which I wasn't, but you know, it was like an underlying thought in my mind. And I was just truly living my life. I was like, I'm so lost. I don't know if I'll ever be able to figure out what I want to do. And it's just like from thinking, but just like being present and like letting life and its experiences kind of come to me that I really changed the most. Like, it's been such a transformative period of my life, and it's like I wasn't even realizing that it was happening as it was happening. It's only now that I can look back and be like, me, January of 2023, I remember that girl so clearly. She was so scared, she was so lost, and she was like, I've already been working at the library for 6 months. I don't know really what I have to show for it. I still don't know what I want to do, because this time last year I was supposed to go back. I was telling everyone I was going back in January, even though deep down I knew that I didn't want to go back, and I ended up staying, which I'm grateful I listened to myself. So anyways, it's been very, very transformative. Like, it's just, I've really tapped into adulthood in a different way. I've just experienced like an environment of work. I've experienced, you know, a job that honestly has always kind of interested me. And now I can confidently say that's not for me. Public librarians and workers of all sorts are underappreciated, underpaid, and understaffed. You've heard it here first, maybe. But it was also such a rewarding job, and it taught me that like in my life, even if it's not through my job, I want to do work for my community. I want to work in my community. I want to give back, and just in a general sense as well, community, I've learned in like all sorts of different ways, is so freaking important to me, and it's something that I want to value and work on and participate in. And I think we should all do that. I think we are kind of losing a sense, especially in like Occidental culture, in like the rise of late stage capitalism, the sense and the importance of capitalism, because you can do everything by yourself, and like I think that makes you think that you're more alone, and like that your experience is so particular when it's really not. Like you have so many other people, even if you have like the most unique experience, like there's at least 1% in the world that has gone through a slightly similar thing, like at least. Anyways, I'm rambling. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but it's weird to be like, I've changed so much, and then like it's like, how do I show you that I've changed? But like I know that and I feel that, and that's the biggest gift of all. That's the biggest gift of all. So anyways, I'm gonna try to plan out my day, because as I am leaving in literally 3 days, I have like a lot to do. I have like a crazy list of like all the things that I need to do and check off. So we're gonna try to like put that on another page for what I need to do today. Also, this is one of my favorite Christmas gifts. It's a mug warmer. How cool. It just keeps my little drinky drink warm. Now that I've planned my entire day, I'm like, I need to go get ready. How sick is that? Giving scary looking woman. My mom put me onto this. It is so good, especially if you have like slightly dry skin, discoloration, anything like that. La Roche-Posay in general is just an amazing brand. I will say I've heard that like the US ingredient list is like different than like in France and in Canada. So do with that what you will, but I love it. And as I'm moving out, I'm gonna have to buy my own. My mom told me, get ready, you have to buy your own. You really have to rub it in though, because there's a tiny bit of a white cast, but it's so good. It actually does not even matter. I'm gonna let that absorb into my skin for a while. What kind of music should we play? I've been really into Bruno Mars and Akon. I feel like I just randomly remember some artists and some songs sometimes, and I'm like, wow, this is like the best music I've ever heard. Like, what if I said that Smack That was a musical masterpiece? Like, what if I said that? Would I be wrong? Got this as my birthday gift, and I love it. Cut myself up.
That did got monkey food. Watch you when I go back.
Is that a question?
No, but you're supposed to be like, oh, same.
You can make some yourself, is what I was thinking in my head. Isn't it just cream cheese and whipped cream?
Make a fluff.
Okay, well, you can make a dupe. I am funny. The fuck?
That wasn't enough.
Okay, this looks bad.
No, it doesn't. Anything on you looks fabulous.
I feel bad. I'm keeping that in.
Joke. Thank God.
What?
If I'm being honest, I think darker concealer looks better on you.
And what am I supposed to do with that?
It was a joke, because you know how concealer is supposed to be like. Who the hell's car?
What?
Nothing.
Can I spend one single day without getting bullied? I don't like being in your shots. Especially not when I look like I'm battling at a very common business.
Yes!
That's so damn good. Can you make me some peanut butter shea seeds for breakfast tomorrow? You can make it before you blow dry my hair, so that it never has time to be good. I just want like the same thing as that, and then I can add the apples in myself.